How normal is this chart, or is it a chart of hope by the Japanese government?
I mean, look, Tom, we've obviously had a move in the JGB market following the announcement earlier this week, and the markets have got very excited about the prospects that are we on the cusp of some recalibration of the yield curve control target. We do believe that's going to happen. We think it's going to happen in the second half of the year, but for now, we think the moves are overdone. So to your point, is it hope? Yes, probably is hope that this is the end of Japan's ultra-accommodative stance on monetary policy. Having said that, we've got the Bank of Japan meeting coming up in a couple of weeks' time. That gives the opportunity for Kuroda to push back on some of that rhetoric. Dollar yen doesn't seem to be showing any significant signs of backing off. So I think we're probably going to have to wait for that particular meeting for the markets to recalibrate its views. Certainly, from the domestic perspective, the Bank of Japan probably would like the yen to be a little bit weaker than it is at the moment, and we think it will weaken. We've got a 119 target by the end of this first half of the year. Then we think it's likely to head lower in line with our less constructive view on the dollar.
But the basic conversation is about Europe, about Draghi, about that. We had a wonderful debate earlier this week on 130 versus 110 euro dollar. Let's look at what the pros look at, folks, and that is euro yen. Haven't looked at this in a while, and it's very cyclical here, Kamal. If you have a buoyant euro, what does that do to yen?
Well, the euro-yen trade was the ultimate rotation trade towards the end of, so the beginning of last year into the middle of last year. And I think that will still be the case to a certain extent, but this will be a case of the yen move. The market is still short the yen. If you're looking at a currency to use as the funding currency of choice in 2018, we still think it's the Swiss franc. So Swiss yen probably looks more interesting than euro-yen on those metrics, because obviously you've got the ECB continuing to taper, potentially hike rates at the beginning of next year, and then you've got the Bank of Japan moving at the same time. At this point, the S&B are going nowhere.